there everyone, it's Tanya O'Loughlin here. I'm the ELA for your particular group and I'm also the UC for learning and communicating online as well. I love the start of the teaching period because there are so many possibilities ahead. It's an exciting time for me and it's also an exciting time for many of you as well. It is exciting, but I know that for some of you it can be also a little bit daunting. And I think it's because for many of you walking into a new environment for the first time and you're really hoping that you're going to do well. What I thought I might do is have a bit of an explore of Blackboard with you so that you become a little bit more familiar with the space and hopefully a little bit more comfortable. And once you're comfortable, you're going to be in a much better place to achieve your very best. So it's going to be a quick run through, but hopefully a run through that'll give you a good start to the unit. All right, what you see right now is the welcome screen in Learning and Communicating Online. There's a video that explains how to learn in Blackboard. But there is so much more in this space, so let's look through each of the sections. If you look to the left-hand side of the page, you'll see a number of links, starting with the home page, which we're on, continuing to getting started about this unit, schedule, study resources, and so on. The view I see is slightly different than yours, but it should be enough to give you a bit of a start. So getting started, that contains information about how to learn here in Blackboard. About this unit, gives you a bit of a heads up about what to expect. It gives you some information about the aims of the unit and also the learning outcomes. So the things that we want you to achieve as you're studying and by the end of your study in this unit. It also gives you a breakdown of the assessment tasks, including their weighting and when they're due as well. I'll just move the screen over slightly so you can see those due dates. There's also some information about the minimum requirements to pass this unit of study. You must achieve 50% overall across the assignments. However, I'm hoping that you're going to aim a little higher because I know you can do very well given the right environment. There's some information about submission, referencing, word counts, extensions and so forth. It is important to read through these. There's also information on the student charter and wellbeing. Again, do read through this information early because this will help you as you move forward. There's also a schedule, and I encourage you to print off a copy of this. You can print by just simply clicking the print link and having a hard copy of this that you can tick off the weeks as we move through them. This will help you keep on track. There's some information on study resources. You will need to log into the student portal to access these. Our student advisors can help you with that process. In a nutshell though, you'll need your student ID and also your password. Okay, back to Blackboard. There's an announcement section. And there's nothing in that at the moment, but that will be populated as the teaching period continues. There's a Meet Your ELA section. Again, it's not populated at the time of this video, but by the time you get on board, it will be populated and you'll be able to see who's in the team, who the other ELAs are, and also what we all bring to the unit. When you do look at the different ELAs, you'll notice that we are quite a diverse bunch, and I think that's quite exciting. Rest assured, though, we do communicate quite frequently to make sure that we're all on the same page in terms of the delivery of material, but also importantly in terms of assessing your work. This helps ensure that the mark you get for your work is a reflection on your work rather than a reflection on any differences in ELAs. There's a Contact Us button. Again, that takes you to the student portal. But once you've logged on, you'll see that will take you to contact information for our student advisors. Our student advisors are the best point of contact for queries about enrolment. There's a learning materials section. And this is absolutely vital that you access and use this. You will notice here that the pathway through Blackboard can be slow at times, and that's dependent on the internet connection. And again, we're loading slowly, but eventually a whole list of different links will come up that relate to each of the weeks. So even though there's some flexibility with this style of learning, we do expect that everyone keeps roughly on the same page in terms of the weeks, and there are set due dates as well. We'll go into week 1 and have a bit of a look. You can see here that there are 2 tabs. There's a Learning Materials tab and also an Activities tab as well. It's really important that you do access the learning materials and read through all of them. Not only this sort of text, which is being written by our learning designers, but also it's important that you access the links and read those as well, because that's going to help give you the theoretical basis for your studies. You'll also see activities each week as well. It's these activities that give you the opportunity to test out your understanding, get feedback, and also set some groundwork in place for your assessable tasks. I know that you're all busy, but I do encourage you to get in as early as possible each week in relation to these activities, because that'll give me time to give you feedback and for your colleagues to give you feedback as well. All right, back to the main section of Blackboard. You'll also see a Collaborate Links link. That's not populated at the moment, but eventually we will be putting in some links to sessions, so you will have the opportunity to attend live sessions related to each of the assessment tasks. These are recorded, so if you're not able to attend for whatever reason, you'll be able to view at your own leisure afterwards. There's also some information about our assessments. So important to be on top of this early, particularly in regard to the assessment due dates, because these can come around so quickly. There's assessment support, and this gives you a whole range of other support services which can help you. Please bear in mind that these support services should be considered as being the icing on the cake rather than the cake itself. These are used to refine what you've done rather than as a substitute for completing the activities. That's so important. There's also a My Progress section as well. Some of the information that you see here on my screen, you won't see on your own screen. So if there's some slight differences between what you see here and your screen, don't let it worry you. It's just simply that you and I see different views. I'm hoping that that gives you a bit of a heads up about Blackboard and helps you find what you need to find. Please keep in mind, though, that I'm very well that this is a new environment. I'm very well aware that this can be overwhelming to start with. So if you have any questions, any worries, any issues at all, please let me know. My job is to support you at every stage of this particular journey. All right, everyone, I'm so incredibly excited. Let's get to it.